What can you really do with 35 bucks these days? Maybe a dinner out, maybe a few gallons of gas. Or if you're a castle lover like me, you could buy a small treasure trove of Lego medieval parts off Pick-a-Brick. Hi, I'm Tom Bray since 1954, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. With the Lion's Knights Castle and the medieval village sets retiring, and no regular castle theme on the release calendar, something castle fans have learned to live with for years, I've decided to try something different in my Lego buying strategy. Instead of waiting for Lego to bring back another big general release medieval wave, which could take a while, or buying sets I can adapt to the castle theme like I have in the past with Ninjago and with some Harry Potter sets, I've decided to continue to build out my own fantasy castle kingdom, one $35 Pick-a-Brick order at a time. And I know what you're going to say. We do have castle themes in the Bricklink Designer Program, and they're wonderful. And some castle sets from other manufacturers like Lumabricks, which look really intriguing. But I decided a while ago, both because of my lack of space and because of the cost, I'm on a budget, that I would skip those Bricklink sets and at least, for now, stay away from other manufacturers and just concentrate on Lego general release sets, with an occasional vintage castle set thrown into the mix. So, even though we have castle sets retiring, the good news is we still have the brand new Horse Knights Castle, which is an absolute gift for fans like us. I think it's a modern classic in the making. So I'm keeping an eye out for when the new Horse and the Snake Knight factions, as well as those kind of interesting castle characters that we saw in the Lego Gumball machine. When those factions finally arrive on Pick-a-Brick, that's when things are going to get really exciting again for army builders and mock creators. I just can't wait. I keep checking the site daily. Now, in a previous video, I talked about my plans for building up my armies before the Black Falcons and the Forestmen and Lion's Knights figures retire, and I've done that. I've put in my order, but starting this month, I've also decided to make a regular $35 a month Pick-a-Brick order, which will be focused on whatever parts interest me and fit into my castle world, and I hope to do this every month. So, month number one, this month's order, was all about minifigs and the accessories that are still available from the factions that are retiring. So here's what I picked up. 5 Black Falcon Knights, because I can never have too many of that faction. I just love them. 3 Forestmen, which are incidentally my favorite faction for kind of sparking my imagination, because I just love the idea of them and that they live in the woods and they're ready to defend their wooded territory. And then 3 tax collectors, those great purple printed torsos from the medieval town square, which I think work beautifully for the odd noblemen or officers of the court, and I just want to have a bank of them in my box. Now, I've also added about 20 helmets and swords and those, feathers that go in the helmet that make knights look battle ready. And, I know I can buy third-party weapons and accessories for my knights. I've already done that, but I would much rather stock up on the genuine Lego parts while I can. Now, one thing I did not buy at this time was minifigure heads. And that's because I've got plenty in my parts box already. And honestly, there's always going to be Lego minifigures, right? And so there are always going to be heads available. So I don't think there's any danger of my castle troops going headless anytime soon. So altogether, this order came to just about 35 bucks, the sweet spot for free shipping. And here's the beauty of it. Since we don't have an ongoing castle line to count on, Pick-a-Brick becomes our best way to keep the theme alive, because it's slow and it's steady and it's strategic. It's like fortifying our castles one brick at a time, right? Now, if you're building a fantasy castle world like I am, I don't overlook other Lego themes for useful parts. Ninjago, Dreams, even Harry Potter, all of them have parts that I think I can make fit in with medieval elements. Even the Wizard of Oz sets I've made work. Now, With a $35 order each month, I can also start exploring castle mock parts like arches and masonry bricks and wall panels, pieces I haven't really tried to build with because I've been scared, outside of, just getting them in Lego sets. The idea is to gradually stock up enough castle bricks to design and build my own custom castles from scratch, which I'm nervous about because I've never really done that before, but I'm also excited to try it. I think there'll be something deeply satisfying for me about watching my medieval world grow $35 a month at a time. I'm not going to break the bank, and each month I'm going to get to focus on something that's available that interests me, maybe horses and shields if I can still get them, or armor or marketplace details. Little by little, I think it'll add up to a thriving kingdom. So that's my new plan, the $35 a month pick a brick strategy. If you've found great castle pieces or, mock-worthy parts on Pick-a-Brick lately, or if you've begun to spot the new faction parts popping up, I haven't seen them yet, but maybe you have, share your finds in the comments because I always love hearing your ideas. Now, thanks for watching, and remember, keep building your legend one brick at a time. Happy building.